Hi guys, I'm Jenny from Jenny's Hobbies, and I thought I would take you guys a little bit behind the scenes. I am semi-rebel canning right now. I am not following any recipe from the ball book of canning. Well, that's a perfect spot for my phone actually. Sorry. So I made spaghetti sauce and I filled 4 jars that our spaghetti comes in, that I just have been keeping the jars for this. I have to clear off the space so I can take the jars out. I'll keep talking now. So I have those. I also pickled some red onions. I didn't chop them correctly. Leave me alone. I wasn't sure on how to chop them. I got confused. So there's that. I'm gonna be taking it out with this, which last time I canned, I did not use this. I just used my fingers, which was not pleasant. But this time I have this. This thing is not like hard to use, but it's not easy to use. That makes sense. The reason I am rebel canning is because I did not use a recipe from the ball book. I don't have that book actually. So yeah, I found this recipe on Pinterest and it said to water bath can. You can freeze it as well. I did freeze some. My dog wants to go out. Roxy, no, she was just out. So I actually have one can right here, which I'll show you guys. Is a different shape than the other can that I'll show you. This is what our gravy comes in. It's the same. So it's a smaller jar than what I'm about to show you. I would also like to preference, these are very heavy with and without stuff in them. So that is the size of them, and there are 3. Yeah, 3 of these that are pasta sauce comes in, and I made pasta sauce. I didn't make pizza sauce. You can also tell there's some air pockets in here, which I actually did not debubble it because I thought there wouldn't be any room in a sauce for air pockets. That was my bad. You want to talk about heavy? Let's talk about this. This, I don't know what it's called. I think it's just a regular pint, maybe. There are 7 jars in total. So these, not the rings, but the lids, I actually don't know if they'll seal because I do not know if they've been used before. Usually tops that have been used before have writing on it, so I deliberately picked the ones that had writing, and I made sure I didn't use them. So there's that. The recipe was mainly just stuff I already had. I think the one thing that I added like a lot of in was bell peppers, because I had a bunch in my freezer and the recipe calls for chopped green peppers and onions and garlic, so I put like basically a whole head of garlic in here. because I thought the recipe was going to make at least 2 batches. I didn't realize it was only going to make 1 that fits in the canner, which actually the canner is not a water bath canner. It's literally just a pot with water. So there's that. I also did not put a lid on it, which I forgot you might want to do. I just checked the seal for the 3 and they're sealed. They all sealed. So I'm very happy by that. So actually I want to check on what I froze because I want to show you guys like why I froze this sauce, because of there was only this much. I was not about to do a whole nother 45 minutes in the water bath canning for this much sauce. Honestly, this sauce is a little chunky than what my family's used to. What my family's used to is this. And so this is very like smooth. But honestly, the ingredients aren't bad. But I definitely would prefer to make my own. Oh, here's just showing you guys that I repurposed the jars. So, yeah, that's our freezer. We went grocery shopping today, which is why I did that today. Another thing I wanted to talk about is my flours. This is cornmeal. I got 2 of them because I thought cornmeal was going to be really expensive because I haven't been able to find it in the store. I don't know why. I guess because of all the like mixes, but I needed like actual cornmeal, not the cornmeal mix. And I found it. So this is what I got. Yeah. I got 2 of them because if you know me, I love cornbread. And then here I have bread flour, and then I have whole wheat flour, and then I have self-rising flour, and then I bought all-purpose flour, and then here's my leftover all-purpose flour. So getting into them, the whole wheat flour I'm actually using right now to make banana bread, which I will update you guys when that is done. But I actually could not find a lot of recipes for each of these flours, but I bought each of these flours for an in particular recipe. I think all of these flours I can make pizza dough with, and I saw, I'm so sorry, I don't know her name, but I love her. I watch her content all the time, but she freezes like pizza dough with her vacuum sealer, and we have a vacuum sealer. So I'm thinking, what if I freeze pizza dough and just put it in here? So I was thinking about that, and same with like bread. Yeah. So I've been thinking about that because the self-rising flour is open. The wheat flour, I opened it just to make this banana bread tonight and see how I like the flour with the banana bread. And then the bread flour, this should be bread flour, I'm just double checking. Please don't follow me. Yeah, the bread flour, I think I used with my bread maker and I ate all of it, so it was good. And then the all-purpose flour, I usually just stick with to like cookies and like basic white bread. I don't really do that, you know. So there's that. I also treated myself and I got pepperonis. So I actually really like pepperonis. So Papa John's, I think, it's Papa John's. When you order a pizza or like breadsticks, they put a pepperoni right next to your pizza, and I love these. Like, I love them. I like, mwah. So I actually want to grow these. So I'll have to buy seeds for next year. But I've been looking at canning recipes and everything, and I've also been looking at pickling recipes because I really want to do pickled eggs. I know it sounds weird, but I really want to do it, but I don't want to keep it in our fridge because our fridge, that's just taking up too much room unless I make room for it, which I really don't want to do. So I don't know, because our house, like, unless it's the winter time, our house is pretty hot all the time. So there's not like a cooler place I could keep it, and it's not like I can freeze pickled stuff. I don't think I can do that. So I might just end up like sacrificing a spot in the fridge for them. So yeah, also I bought some coconut flakes, which if you know me, you know I don't like coconut, or at least that's what I've told myself. But I've been wanting to see if I can make some sweet treats with these. I was thinking cookies, like regular chocolate chip cookies, and then just sprinkling them in there and seeing if I like them. I also bought M&Ms for cookies, chopped pecans for cookies, and walnuts for not just cookies, but also brownies. So there's that. I also, I was thinking, so me and my mom, we actually go through quite a bit, I've noticed, of the hot chocolate mix, like the powdered stuff in the bags, and I'm like, there's gotta be a better way I can make this. Like, just shave off that little bit of the grocery list during the colder seasons. And so it's a dry mix recipe, and it called for cocoa powder. So I got the unsweetened 100% cocoa powder for baking. It even has the cocoa thing. But I want to do the dry mix and see how I like it. I don't know if I'm going to make this today. I have to see if I have all the ingredients. I think I definitely don't have all the ingredients. I need like powdered milk and I think powdered sweetener or something. I don't know, but I'll keep you guys updated on that one if I remember. Some other things I'm trying to look at, like what I bought and see. Oh yeah, I was gonna make that with that, blah blah blah. Oh, I bought this heavy thing of canning and pickling salt. This thing is actually really heavy. I did not open it, this entire thing. It's literally like, I don't know, but this thing is heavy. Like it's actually heavy. It's a bunch of salt. But I would like to do cucumbers, onions. The onions, I think my dad is the only one in my family who likes pickled onions. Or nobody likes pickled onions. I can't remember. But I know my mom and me don't like them. So if anything, I would only make pickled onions as like gifts for other people. But yeah, the pickling and canning salt, that thing was heavy. That was like hard to put in the cart. I also bought some red beans, which I thought would, excuse me, I just hiccup, would be for chili. And I bought some tortellini. But the real star of the show is this whole chicken I bought. Every time I go grocery shopping, I usually buy a whole chicken. I try to get the cheapest one because I really don't care about the size. This one was $7.69, which growing up on a farm and we just processed our own chicken just makes me want to cry. But we started to raise one chicken, and that was not good because chickens get lonely and then they get depressed and then they won't lay eggs. So there's that. I really don't buy freezable things. When I go one of my jars just popped. That scared me. Other things, but I also have been meaning, I didn't realize that was unzipped, meaning to process some other stuff that I still have in here. I had a bunch of just sweet bell peppers cut up. I also have some, I want to say carrots, but the recipe did not call for carrots. I have soup, and I have a crap ton, which I want to show you guys, of tomatoes. The ones in the white bag I bought today, so they're still not completely frozen, but I bought them today. So I bought all of these today. They're all, I forget what type, but here's some more tomatoes, and here's some more tomatoes. So if you're like, Jenny, what are you gonna make with all that tomatoes? All the tomatoes. I was hoping to make salsa, because I do like a good salsa every now and then. Plus, Bella, get out of the kitchen. Oh, that banana bread smells yummy. It smells really good. I'm excited. Okay, one of these popped. It was this one. This one popped. This one didn't. That one did. That one didn't. That one did. Yeah, they all did. They're all good. So yeah. I was also thinking of making cookies. Freezer cookies, not freezer cookies. Cookie dough to put in the freezer that you bake while it's frozen. So I got the butter out, and I haven't melted the butter or anything. I don't know if I'll make that tonight because my feet hurt. Plus, I'll have to make brown sugar. No, I won't. We have brown sugar I could use, but I prefer to make my own brown sugar. It just tastes better in my opinion. But I'll freeze those, and then probably tomorrow I'll like section them up and put them, whatever. If I make them today. I think I'll make them today. In my head, it makes sense to make them today. So there's that. I'm gonna update you guys when the banana bread is done. I'll also let you guys know if I hear them pop anymore, but I'm gonna be in the living room, so I probably won't be able to hear them. I'm gonna watch some TV, and I'll get back to you guys. Bye, guys. Okay, my timer just went off for my banana bread. I have to say, it smells so good. Like, genuinely. Sorry. So, this banana bread was $3.50 for 40 to 45 minutes. I think it was in there for 45 minutes. Don't quote me on that. I did put in it a little bit earlier than before the oven was fully preheated. It was at 305 and not 350. But it's alright. So I did not do a good job of mashing up the bananas. It was really hard with the whisk I was using, so I used my hands to do that, by the way. So yeah, I gotta say, it smells amazing. So now it has to cool, sadly, or else I would eat it right now. Instead of greasing the pan like the recipe said, by the way, this recipe is from ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT, I was like, can you give me some recipes for whole wheat flour? And it did. And they actually seem like great recipes, so I think I should do a series of trying the recipes out. Instead of spraying the pan with oil or anything, I just used parchment paper. I figured it would work the same. The only difference is I actually wet my parchment paper this time, because apparently you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to crumple it and put it under water and like rinse the water out, like squeeze it out, and then use it like normal. I didn't know that. All I was doing was just scrunching the parchment paper. I have to say, it seems done. I don't know. The only thing wrong with it is the color, which the wheat flour, it actually, I don't know how to explain this. It's got like 2 different colors to it. Some's like darker, and then one looks like regular flour or like tan or whatever. So of course the bread's gonna come out dark. It was in the oven. It's probably a little burnt. Parchment paper's a little burnt, but it's okay. I haven't heard any of the other jars pop, but I know the 3 did. I don't know. These are like still burning hot, even though it's 40 minutes later, basically. I don't know if these jars, I don't know how to tell, like, if they've, like going like this, that noise is what you want to hear. So I'm assuming this one did not seal, because oh no, it's sealed. Yeah, so they've all sealed. I don't know about the one. I'm gonna keep a close eye on it. I might even open it soon to use it. Like maybe I'll use it for dinner tomorrow. I don't know, I kind of want a pizza, like homemade pizza, but we'll see. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get started on the cookies. I kind of want to move these jars because I'm gonna need the counter space. So we're gonna move the jars, even though we probably shouldn't do this. We're gonna do it either way, because where else do I put them other than on a dish drying rack? And that way they'll probably cool down faster. I actually don't have a space. None of the jars are touching, so if anything happens, none of the jars are touching. So I actually don't have a space on like our shelves, like our pantry shelves for these jars. So I don't know where I'm gonna put these. So yeah, I also, here's my butter, and then we had 3 leftover eggs. I used one of them in the banana bread, and they wanted room temp eggs, but they wanted 4 and we had 3. That's why I didn't make the cookies earlier today. So yeah, and I think it requires 4 sticks of unsalted butter, because it's not just making like a regular like 12 to 24 batch of cookies. So I'm gonna take I'm gonna take a minute. I might print out the cookie recipe. My phone just went on 10%, but I'll update you guys. Okay, so I printed it out. This is a recipe. I don't remember where I got this recipe. Sorry about that. I know I got it somewhere off of Pinterest. That's usually where I get most of my recipes. So I need brown sugar, which is all the way over here. And then I think half of the batch I'm gonna put M&Ms in. No. No. Because then I'm just gonna make M&Ms. And we're leaving these for a rainy day. I think you know how you make peppermint bark? Yeah, I think I'm gonna make coconut peppermint bark. We have these bins here filled with our food, if you didn't know. And so I have to open this one to get the brown sugar. And I'm also getting chocolate chips. So I have the little ones. This bag is opened. We have 2 bags of unopened chocolate chips that I am currently waiting to use until I finish the open bag, because we're smarter, not harder. I don't want to have multiple things open either way. I might actually use the rest of this bag, which that is a lot of chocolate chips if you don't know. My phone cannot sit there. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at the recipes, see what all we need. 4 sticks melted butter, 2 cups brown sugar, 1 cup sugar, 4 eggs, teaspoon vanilla, baking soda, baking powder, salt, 5 cups flour, and 3 to 4 cups of chocolate chips / mix-ins. So I can pretty much add anything I want in it. Mix all ingredients together. Bake for 350 degrees for 11 to 13 minutes. Okay, so what I need is what I don't have. So we're gonna have to get a container instead of a baggie. Realistically, they're probably gonna end up in here. Yeah, I also did get yogurt, so when I finish 2 yogurts, I'm going to make more yogurt. Let's just start at the top of the list and keep going. So this is room temp. I bought this today. I know it calls for melted, but yeah, it's still like cold on one end and then like very soft on the other, which is kind of funny. I am going to use the stand mixer for this, mainly because I don't want to mix this by hand. I couldn't find a good excuse. I don't know if I want to put all my wet ingredients together first or my dry ingredients. Usually what I do is all of my wet ingredients and then I slowly put in my dry ingredients. Yeah, look how soft that is. Why did it do that? Oh. And I'm glad I printed that out because I can just stick that right in. Why did it do that? Oh my god. Huh? Pizza? Pizza? My mom's down here getting food. Okay, now that I have butter on my hands, we're gonna melt it. There were 2. I saw 2. Right there.
Oh, I thought there was a 5.
No, I didn't eat my other chocolate or my Mexican pizza.
That's probably right.
I forgot I got it with beans. More protein. I like the white chocolate one. I can't open it. There we go. That's good. Okay. 2 white, 2 brown, because racism does not exist in this house. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Ugh.
What are you gonna make it now?
Cookie dough.
You should have softened butter, not melted.
Look at the recipe. Frozen cookie dough.
Oh.
So that you can make it later on your work days and stuff. All of them? Okay. I had to reach my hand in there because I accidentally dropped one of the shells. I really want to eat that banana bread. Okay. Butter, eggs, done. 1 cup of sugar. Oh, that's half a cup. Okay. 4 eggs, tablespoon of vanilla. I don't even know where I got this, honestly, but this was probably like $12. Ingredients: vanilla bean extract and water and alcohol. That's pure vanilla. I literally don't know how much I just poured in. Okay, when I cook and when I bake, I only use recipes as like guides, not as guidelines. So yeah, I just put how much vanilla my heart desired. It probably was a tablespoon. Tablespoon of baking powder. I think it also needed baking soda and baking powder. I think I'll actually measure these because I think if I get these wrong, it could go wrong. This is tablespoon. Okay, we're just gonna do this twice. I wish I could set you guys up. You know what? I can set you guys up here. I could put you in our cabinet. Tablespoon of salt. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you do not pour over your baking ingredients. I don't know what was in that. I think it was a piece of pepper. And then 5 cups flour. I don't know if there's 5 cups in here. I did not put the brown sugar in. I need 2 cups of brown sugar. That is a lot. Okay, so I need 6 of these in brown sugar. I'm trying, I swear. Okay. Three. 4. 5. Yeah, we'll call that 6. And then the chocolate chips. I don't know if I should put the whole bag. You know what? Let's see how much is in the whole bag. By the way, it says 3 to 4 cups of chocolate chips. So 1, 2, 3. So that's a cup. 1. I spilled it on the floor. 2, 3. That's 2 cups. Basically 2.5 cups of chocolate chips. So there should actually be more. I am not doing that. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on. It is probably gonna break some of the chocolate chips, but honestly, I really don't care about that. It's getting frozen and eaten anyway. Plus, these are just for my family. It's not like they're gonna be like Christmas gifts or anything. Christmas is very far away. Although, if you guys do need to test out cookie batches for Christmas, or treat batches, or bread, or whatever, any food item you're going to give as a gift for Christmas, or just have for Christmas, it is probably a good idea to test the recipe if you haven't already. Okay, that is fairly incorporated if I don't say myself. If I don't say myself, if I do say myself. So if you're wondering why I put my flour in here, I don't know. So I'm not even gonna use this actually. I wonder if I can find a 1/2 cup in here. Okay, I found a cup. So I need 5 of these. I am going to put this over a pot while I do this because too much flour is not going to go over well. Okay, yeah. 1. 2, 3. 4. 5. Okay. This is most likely going to go everywhere as soon as I turn it on, so we're going to very slowly do this because I am scared that this is going to come out the pan. I'm scared I put too much in here. I don't know, I followed the recipe, like I actually followed the recipe on all of this, except for the chocolate chips. But seems fine. I'm gonna let this incorporate for a little while I start cleaning things up. I like to have a clean space, so do that.